Hello, Brick Sculptors! Welcome back to Brick Sculpt. This is Chris, and it is New Lego Day. That's right, it's been months since my last New Lego Day, and I got some time off today with a nice rainy day to go to the mall. If you watch my stuff, you'll know that I have two Lego stores within very close proximity to each other at a mall in Schaumburg, Illinois. One is a Legoland Discovery Center, and one is an official Lego store in the mall. And they're very different. The official Lego store is usually very clean and tidy and has great stuff. And the Legoland Discovery Center is usually a complete mess, but often has treasures there. Well, this time, the official Lego store had absolutely nothing worth buying, at least in my opinion. Or at least nothing I haven't already bought. A lot of the stuff was stuff I've already picked up months ago. I haven't been to the Lego store in several months. But the Legoland Discovery Center, they had the goods today, and I got lots of awesome stuff here. 3 boxes, all from the what is usually not as good of a pick-a-brick wall, but I got 3 boxes here, and we're going to open them up and show you what's in them. Got the Star-Spangled Knife here. Let's go ahead and crack these locks and show you what's in these boxes. Most of this is only a few types of pieces, because a couple of these I hit the mother load on. This is one of them. So this was one of the big finds for today, and that is olive green masonry bricks. They had an entire bin of those. Now I know you're all hitting the comments right now. I know that if you stack these, you can fit them in the box better. I didn't have a lot of time to do that. That takes like 30 to 40 minutes to do one of these boxes. I understand I threw some money away there, but time is money, and I needed to get out of there, and I needed my olive green masonry bricks. So that entire box is olive green masonry bricks. Moving on, the next one. Check these out. Now, I don't know how I feel about this piece yet because I've never used it, but these are awesome. Any greenery piece I usually pick up because you never know when they're going to come in handy, and these are no exception. These are regular green in these larger, like, cluster of 3-leaf pieces, and if you know me, you know I love building Lego trees. So you can probably expect to see a Tree Sculptor series video based around this piece at some point in the future, and I got a lot of them. There was a bit of them that was getting pretty low, and I've pretty much cleaned out what they had left. Now this is a mixed box. This isn't all these large leaf pieces, but a lot of it is. There may be a couple of green jumpers in here because they were all mixed together. For some reason, that store likes to just throw the same color together. So one bin had green jumpers. Yeah, see, here's a couple of green jumpers. I'll use those too, although I already have a ton of them because I got those off Pick-a-Brick as well. And these leaf pieces, and I got a lot of them. Now this box is mixed, and I got some good stuff in here. Some things I already have that I wanted more of, and some newer stuff. There was one of these in there, so I grabbed it. Sand green. Always need sand green. Oh, and there was one olive green leaf that snuck in there, so I just let it stay in there. That was in this bin. All right, let's get all these out of here. Man, I miss doing this. I miss New Lego Day. It has been a long time since I've done a New Lego Day. I haven't been actively trying to finish any big mocks or anything, so I haven't been working on this super frequently. The rest of this box, you know what? Let's look in this one first, and we'll come back to that. This one here is another mixed box, actually. This is just some bulk stuff, 2x4 dark gray bricks. A little stack of those. More olive green masonry, because why not? This is the kind of thing I want to buy a bunch of it now, so that hopefully I don't have to rush back and buy it again. This was cool. Now, I didn't get a lot of these, but mixed in the bins, I had to pick each of these out. Luckily, I had my wife with me, who was being very patient, as she always is, and decided to even help me pick the sand green and sand blue pieces out of all the random bins. Trust me, this Discovery Center is just a mess. Everything's thrown together. If they get a new part, like these olive green bricks, these were all in one bin, so that was super easy. You just scoop them up. But if it's something they're getting low on, oh man, they just throw them all together, and you have to sort through brick by brick for what you want. But, you know, the nice thing is not everyone's willing to do that. So if somebody has the patience to do it, you can get something that is not always on the wall, and that's where I get stuff like this. Now you can see some other stuff here. I didn't get a ton of these because this is not my favorite plant piece, and I do have a bunch of these in other colors as well, but these lime green kind of curly grass stems, I got a whole bunch of those, a small handful, let's say. They also did have an entire bin of lime green 3-leaf pieces. Now this is not my favorite color of this piece, but it is still a very useful color of this piece. So I got about maybe a third of a box of those. And let's see here. I don't really want to dump this, but I kind of need to. We're just going to get sloppy with it. Sorry, guys. All right, so here you can see all the 3-leaves here. Lots of those. I did get just a handful of transparent blue pieces, some 1x1 tiles. Sorry my hands are so dirty. I'm tuning bicycles up, and they don't come super clean until I do like 6 washes, and I've only done 2. So yeah, that's the life of a bike mechanic. Okay, here we go. A little bit of sand green and sand blue in here, but in this bin, we got a bunch more. Not a ton. You know, again, I had to pick each one of these out by hand, but sand blue, sand green. There was a couple. Now, I already have a large bag of these, but you can never have too many. Dark gray masonry bricks as well. But the sand green, sand blue, and olive green, I think, were the big find of the day. What else do I have in here? I got a bunch of D-snot bricks in gray. Light gray, that is. I already have a bunch, but that is the most useful piece made within the last 2 years, in my opinion. And it's still not super accessible. And they're out there. They still cost a little bit of money. But now that I'm Pick-a-Brick, if the color's not going to show, gray is perfect. And sometimes if the color is going to show, gray is fine as well. But a very handy piece. So I wanted a ton of them. And I'll add those to my collection. I also had this piece on there, dark gray, 1x1 round with the bar piece on it. Got a whole bunch of those. And check this out. This is one of the big finds here. They had a small bin, it was almost out, of 1x1 transparent tiles. So I got a large amount of those. I got probably maybe a third of a box of these in there. They're all mixed in. I got to do the sorting here, but I'm not going to bore you with that part. But yeah, I got some work to do putting all this away. So that will be the next phase here, getting all this stuff sorted. The big stuff, the bulk stuff, I'll put a little bit in my bins. You know, usually, like for instance with these 3-leaf pieces, here I've got my 3-leaf bin, one of my favorite bins in my collection. You know, I will fill up the lime green section here. And then after that, everything else is going to go in a bulk bag, in a bulk bin, because I only need a little bit of everything at my fingertips. That's how I sort my whole setup here. A little bit at my fingertips so I can use it when I'm building. But then when I say, okay, now I have to build a dozen of the exact same tree, I get the bag out, put it on the workbench here, and build away. But this way I can get to everything quite simply without having to have it all in giant bulk storage. So we'll get these ones put away here. Got to be careful because I have these in there as well, and those go in a different bin. Fun fact, of all my bins of Lego, this is the only bin I have that is exclusive to one mold of piece. And that's because I absolutely love the 3-leaf piece and the variety of colors that it comes in. I use these like crazy. As I've already mentioned, I absolutely love building Lego trees. Probably my favorite thing to build. And so yeah, greenery stuff, especially the 3-leaf piece. Very, very, very useful for me. All right, that's about full enough. I don't want them spilling out. So we're going to close that up there. There's a 3-leaf bin. We can put that one away. And there's one thing down. The rest are going to go in the bulk storage. So I'm going to sort these out, figure out what to do with all this. I hope you guys like this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. We'll do more just like this in the future. That's all I have for this time, and we will see you next time.